to another teacher talk session tonight. And tonight we are having another educator from different part of the world. And tonight we are having an ESL teacher, Michele Brasil da Silva da Goela from Brazil. When she comes, we are going to start our live session with her. And it's going to be a very fruitful session with her, I'm sure, because we'll have a lot of things to talk. There she is. And let me try. I'm waiting for you to join. Can you see me?
I see you, yeah. It's
Wonderful.
good now.
Great. That's perfect. Okay, Michele. Wonderful. And before starting it, one more time, I would like to say thank you very much for accepting my invitation to teacher talk session and being with us here from Brazil tonight with us. It's a great honor to have you here. Thank you.
I really appreciate that. That's my honor.
Wonderful. And as I mentioned, that educators are always busy, and I'm sure that you are also very busy. So I don't want to take more time. And if you're ready, we can start.
Okay, let's go.
Wonderful, great. I know about you a little bit, not actually like the audiences. And my first question is, can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences?
Okay. So I teacher Michelle. My students call me Michelle instead of Michele, how we say here in Brazil. And it's Michele Brasil. Like,
Okay.
and people say, "Oh, why don't you write your Brazil with a Z instead of S?" Because that's my surname. So there's nothing I can do. So people say, "Oh, it's artistic name." No, it isn't. That's my real name. So I've been teaching for 16 years and some
Cool.
almost 17 years, and that's I would never imagine being a teacher, but I always say that this profession chose me, and I would never imagine myself doing anything else.
I see. But right now, you're a teacher, especially an English language teacher there in Brazil. It's something, it's similar to, I think, most of the English teachers that I know, they had always different ideas in their mind before becoming an English language teachers. So they never imagined that, but finally they find themselves as a language teacher, like me and like you,
Really?
actually.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And want to add anything else, or can I go
No,
another
no.
question? That's it.
We can
Okay.
keep on.
So my next question is about your background, Michele. So, which is, what was or were your turning point or points in your own education?
I guess when I was in the middle school, I wasn't like so. I think my mom wasn't so proud of me at that time. And all of a sudden, I think that happened so in a natural, it happened in a natural way. It was
Uh-huh.
so natural. No one forced me to be a very good student. And all of a sudden, I was a good student. And I started getting like very good grades. And I think that age, my mature moment, like
Uh-huh.
when I was 14 to 15, I think things started changing at that
Mm-hmm.
time. I
That,
started dating, too young,
that
I
was,
guess, but
I
it's cultural.
I see, something cultural. That was your turning point. Okay, great. So thank you for sharing that moment with us here, Michele. Okay, so you just mentioned that you've been teaching for 16 years, and I'm sure that you have tried different techniques, different strategies, and different, of course, methodologies in your lessons to teach the language to your students or maybe to other teachers to help them. I'm sure you have a philosophy of teaching. So what is it? What is your philosophy of teaching?
um, I think I've tried like almost all of the methodologies that I know. I tried so many things, and I don't work with specific methodology because I think people are different. I'm different from you. I know that it's going to work, but how it can work. I can't say that I have this methodology and this is the perfect methodology to everyone. So I think this is my philosophy. I'm going to read the student. I'm going to understand how the student works best. And I'm
Uh-huh.
going to try to focus on that, create new strategies so I can fulfill his goals, her goals, and also mine. So this is it.
That's it. I see. Okay. Thank you very much, Michelle. So you know that as an educator for sharing your philosophy with us here, of course, and you know that educators, we all have different stories. Sometimes we have good stories, and sometimes we have bad stories, of course, and sometimes we have some failed ones, and of course we have some success stories. And what I'm gonna ask you that actually we would like to hear from you that one or maybe two success stories of yours, but it's a kind of something inspirational if you have for all of us.
Yeah, actually, I have two things in mind. One of them, like, it happened a long time ago, and I confess that I totally forgot about that, and all of a sudden it came to my mind. But the other one is a student of mine. She is 12 years old, and her mom said, Michelle, I have to stop the classes. And then, oh, that's so sad because every time I lose a student, I lose a student. So it's kind of sad in parts. But she told me something so grateful. She said, we went to the US and she saved our lives.
Oh,
And then I said, how come? Please tell me more. Explain me some more. And she said that the immigration interview, the airport dialogues, the hotel, shops, restaurants, all the dialogues she mastered. And her parents can speak English. And I got so proud of her. So that's the first one. And the second one, very fast, and this is kind of inspiration for me also and for all of you. I once I had a student, I think she was 12 years old, in a very difficult moment. She kind of struggled so much with the language, but she had many behavior problems and issues,
uh-huh.
and she was always so aggressive. Every time that I asked her to do something like, oh, repeat or try to say the sentence, oh, answer that, she was totally off out of the class. And all of a sudden she was like, why me? So many students like this, in a sarcastic way, so many students, you always focus on me and blah blah blah, doing like this, like with with a lot of attitude. And I if I were like other type of teacher, I would let her go. Seriously, I would say that's okay, my salary will be paid either you study or not. That's what many teachers do. But I thought about her. And when the class was over, I said, please, you stay because I get to talk to you for a moment. And everybody, the other students, teenagers. I sat next to her and tried to understand what was happening there. Because, of course, there was something happening. And I said, I don't remember her name. I just remember her traits, but her name I don't remember. And then I said, I want to know what is happening because I'm sure that there is something happening because I don't know if you don't like me, if you don't like English, if you don't like my class, if you don't like the way I speak, my tone of voice, if you don't
I
like
see.
your classmates, but there is something that you don't like around here. And I want to know what this is because I want to change to make you more comfortable.
I see.
And I always get so emotional every time I talk about my profession because this is not only a profession, this is a calling. I
Yeah.
believe that. And she said, oh, because um, I don't know how to say that in English. We have like something specific here in Brazil, but do you know that when you have 10 kids and just one is a very bad person, is there a
I
name, specific name for that?
actually I have also no idea. I don't know. Maybe
Okay,
someone can
the bad son, the bad son. Let's talk like this. And she said, "Oh, because I'm a very bad daughter. Because nobody likes me. My mom hates me. My mom just likes my sister, and her sister used to study with her, and she was a very good student."
I
And that
see.
was the problem. The problem wasn't me, wasn't English. The problem was inside of her house. And
I see.
then I talked to her, I hugged her, and then she cried so much. And I cried with her.
I see.
And then when I took her out of the course, it was an English course. Her mom was waiting. Oh, of course she did something bad because she's a very bad girl. And then I said, "No, I'm not here to
She's not.
talk about it. I'm here to say that your daughter is an incredible girl. And I want to say how proud I am." And her mom said, "Her? Like, aren't you confusing since my good daughter is that?" And then I said, "No, I'm not confusing. She's a very good girl." And I hugged her again, and everything changed. And she started producing. And this is the inspiration I take from that moment to the rest of my life. I will always remember that because I always have to think if my student is struggling, is having an attitude, it is that the problem? Where is the problem? Where is the root of the problem? So if we try to understand, we can like be a lot more successful.
I see. That's good. That's very interesting and very nice. A very nice story that you share here with us. Thank you very much for sharing that two moments here with us, Michelle. Thank you. Okay. So now I'm gonna ask you another question. Is something about is in your country. I've talked with different, the educators from different countries, and they all have different ideas about, their country's teaching system or educational style. But sometimes, the other people or other countries or the people who live there from different countries, they have different ideas about the system. My question is, what is one misconception about teaching in your country?
Um, I'd say that
It's a little bit,
sometimes,
yeah, it's a difficult question.
yeah, yeah, definitely. This is so difficult because we have two parts. We have the student and we have the teacher's part. Some teachers here, um, it's difficult because it's kind of cultural, as I said, because the teachers here in Brazil, they are very, very, um, they don't have like recognition. They
I
don't
see.
have good salaries. So we have the minimum salary, and the teachers make like maximum the double of it. So this
I
is very bad. In other countries, some teachers make the same amount of money as a doctor. Like, I'm going to convert, use dollar for example. If a teacher makes 2,000, 2K, a doctor here makes like 40. You know the difference? Like,
I see.
so they are not happy with the salary. They are not happy being what, being mm, like a poor person,
I
kind of
see.
this.
I
So
know.
they are there many times because they need, and they don't get what they need, you know? So this is very difficult. So they don't want to know about the students' issues, the students' problems.
I
They don't
see.
want to know if they are really learning or not. Just a few teachers. This is
That's
so bad. And this is the, of course, I'm not talking about everybody, but 80% of the teachers are
like this.
giving, not giving a thing. That's
I see.
the biggest
That's the
problem.
case.
So on the
Yes.
other side, we see the students, and they are not so into the classes, and they face the teacher who is not into. So
I
nothing
see. I
happens.
got the point. I got the point. Thank you. Thank you very much. But most don't worry about it. I think it's in every country. I think about the salary problems, especially the teachers have got a lot of salary problems. Most of the countries I think
Terrible.
have the same problems. Okay. So I think the teachers should have the highest salary in every country. You know
That's
why?
it.
Because teachers make them to get the jobs. Teachers make them to find their best way for the future. So we, didn't control them. We move them from this part or to that part. We teach them something and they learn and they go and find a job because of the teachers. Without
That's it.
teachers, nothing.
They're
So
nothing.
I always say that we should get the highest salary. I'm not talking about like politicians. I don't want to get as many
Oh
as
my
much
God,
as
let's not
politicians.
talk about
No,
that.
but at least we should get something really
Oh
good,
my
good
God.
payment.
Yeah.
Like in every
Do you
country should be like
have
that.
this kind of problem there
Of
in
course we
Turkey
have.
too?
Of course we have also that kind of problems that the teachers they need more. I think here also as other countries. I see. Okay. Yes, you're not alone. No.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
There
exactly.
is nothing we can
Okay.
do.
So let me ask you another question, which is again the system again something related. If you had a chance, Michelle, to change one thing in Brazilian education system, what would you change and why?
I
Probably the
think the
salaries.
teachers, yeah, salary, work condition, schools condition, because the schools are, of course, the public schools. Some are okay, but the majority, like, very bad. They don't
Conditions.
have like material, they don't have food. Of course, not all, but many. They don't have
Right.
food, they don't have teachers. Um, so this is very bad. I would change that. I think that the root of the problem is not only the teacher's salary, because they were taught to be who they are. I think
I
this is
see.
deeper.
You are
This
right.
is a lot deeper than that.
Than
Because
that.
if you have like, someone working in your house, for example, as a maid, I'm at this moment struggling about that to hire someone good, but since there is a governmental program here that people who don't work, they get some money from the government. It guarantees votes.
Mm-hmm. I got
You
it.
know what I'm
Thank you.
saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if they can make a few amount of money to stay at home, so if you offer them a job, they don't want to. They will think, oh, I can get a bit less, but I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to stay at home. So the mentality needs to be changed. So if you pick a teacher and give this person a good salary, the person is going to say that it's horrible, even though. So the
I see.
mentality is the root of the problem, not only the money nor the work conditions, but
I
it would
see.
help, of course.
Of
But
course.
it's
Of course.
cheaper.
It's all right. Yeah, I got it. Thank you for sharing, Michelle. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Michelle, teachers, they want to be successful in the classroom. When they leave the classroom, they want to accomplish their goal. They want to do what they wanted to do before entering the class. Okay? And when they leave, they feel successful, like all other teachers. As an experienced one, what do you think makes a teacher successful in the classroom?
In the classroom, if you have time management,
You are successful.
teach the content.
I see.
If you have the possibility of finishing everything, this is a goal. But um, when we see the students trying to improve the English, trying to speak to themselves, like many times I am teaching and I am doing something randomly, and I hear some students trying to speak in English that, oh, you like that? Oh, yeah, that's good. Oh my God, like random sentences. And this is so grateful. It means that they are enjoying that. Because if you are in a math class, you don't, when like you're free, when you finish everything, you don't say, oh, let me see what is blah, 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 plus. No, you don't talk about that. You finish that, you close your book or your notebook, and you don't talk about that. But if you are speaking, trying to speak English, it means that you're involved. And this is like so good.
So good for you. I see. I got it. To make them, the involve and the engagement, you mean. The more they engage, to make the teacher more successful in the classroom. I see. I got it. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle, for your ideas. Okay. So that every teachers has got a different ideas in their mind before starting this job. Okay. So they have their dream classroom in their mind. Okay. When I start my job, I will have this class, or when I start my job I will have this, that, and those in the classroom. All right. So but of course sometimes the reality is not the same. When they go into the classroom, they can face some different, maybe some bad situations, or maybe some more good situations, we don't know. But when you think about yourself, okay, Michelle, if you could design a dream classroom with unlimited resources, what would it look like?
The resources are important.
Yes, with unlimited
I think
resources.
the dream classroom with the resources, that's the point. Because sometimes we don't have. I'm so happy and I'm so grateful because I work at a very good school.
You're
Seriously.
lucky then.
Yeah, I'm a private teacher actually, and I teach at a school, middle school, just twice a week, just in the mornings. But it's a very good school, like almost, I think the second best where I live. So we have a lot of resources, and but let's focus on the rest of schools, the reality of the rest of the schools. So I think the dream classroom would be with a computer for the teacher at least, because sometimes we don't have teachers don't have computers. We have to take our computer, and a computer, a board, markers, because the schools don't give the markers, so we have to buy them. Even the eraser, sometimes we have to buy the eraser. So, like, this is awful. And about the resources, I like gaming my activities. If we had some games, I think like, um, yeah, I think the games.
Okay,
So
you also need a
they can
game.
play. Yeah,
What
yeah. I
about
think that would
what
be
about
good.
internet connection? What about some
If they don't
technological
have the
devices?
computers, imagine the internet connection.
Yeah,
Where
of
I
course.
work, we do have computer. We have overhead projector. We have all the things we need. We have Wi-Fi and cable internet like options. We have all everything. Uh, the
Good.
markers they give us, they don't say, "Oh my God, again." Never, they would never say that. They give us for free. So this is a really very good school. But that's not the reality of the rest of the schools here.
I see. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Michelle. So you know that, you know, emojis, and we use them in our daily life. We use them when we write text
A
message.
lot.
We use them when we make a comment in on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or X, whatever. We use them, and they are really, something that we cannot go away from them. We use them, and we love them actually. And as a teacher, all right, think about the emojis in your mind. If you were an emoji as a teacher today, which one would you be and why?
Oh, just one. That's impossible. Okay. Okay. I'm going to create, okay, the emoji.
Sure.
I think the rocket involved by hearts, because I want them to be like a rocket, but with lots of love. And I think I would invent an emoji like that they would think that's specific to me.
I see.
This is the 6 7 emoji. Do you know
I
that
see.
meme 6 7?
Yes,
Because
everywhere
they
it's
have a
so.
lot of fun, and I always do that, and they love it. They get like so involved every time I play, like a talk, and they say, "Teacher, I don't believe you're 43. It looks you are 18." So I think this is the 6 7. They love it.
They love it. I got it. Thank you very much, Michelle, for giving your ideas about it. All right, so Michelle, in the classrooms there are lots of things happening, and some actually moments happening, and some moments makes us happy, some moment makes us sad, and some moments makes us even smile and laugh and like that. So when you think about the moments that you have in your classroom, right? What classroom moment always makes you smile?
Oh my God, I'm not going to cry. But I was thinking about the bad thing, something that I don't like. But one thing I really love, when it happens, it's when they are focused, writing their activities, And this is so tender. And I really love my students, all of them. And I really look at them individually, like as a real person. And this is inspiration again. If you're a teacher and you are very mad at a student or at a situation, you have to think that that specific student is the entire world of someone.
I see.
Because when I see my students, I think of my children. And even though they are messing everything up, talking too much, or like standing the whole classroom, he is the love of my life. So
I see.
every student is the love of someone's life, and you need to look and try to love the students. And when you try to do that, that's not easy. I tell you, that's not easy. But if you try to love the student, you have a lot of success. That's
I got
what
it.
I
Got
always do every time I'm struggling with specific student. I try to love them.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle, for sharing the idea with us here. Okay. So, and you know that we have teachers love talking in the classroom. Okay. And we say, lots of things in the classroom. And sometimes we don't know, but we repeat ourselves many times in the classroom. We use the same sentence structure, same things, or same words, maybe 15 or 20 or 30 times in one lesson, but we don't know it. But when you think about your lessons, okay, what is the most common sentence you say in the classroom?
Pay attention. Pay
Ah,
attention.
perfect.
All the time. All the time. I think sit down, but pay attention is like the winner. Guys, pay attention. Please pay attention all the time.
That's good that you have a
Oh, you
common
have to
sentence.
pay attention to that all the time. Pay attention is like the winner.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So, Michelle, you have been teaching for almost 16 years. And so I'm sure that you have taught lots of students and you are going to teach a lot of students. And when you think about the students you have taught, all right, and your students you are going to teach, so what do you hope your students remember about you years later?
My smile.
Oh, okay. You mean like this?
Because
After 15 or 20 years, they see you on the street and they say, "Oh, this is Michelle
this, yeah,
with a nice smile."
yeah. Because I'm always like that, no matter what. And last Friday, I was teaching my private student, and she said, and she's an adult. She's not like a child. She said, I love it because you always speak while smiling. No matter what. At that time, she didn't notice, but I cried because I was going through a very bad moment. I was like, I really don't know how I was teaching her, but I was smiling. And that's what I tell them, guys. There is no, and then I say, I don't have time to cry. When I'm crying
That's
about my
nice.
problems, I think, oh my God, my student is about to come. Oh, I have just 5 minutes. And then I stop crying, like, and then I put some makeup on again, and I move my life. That's what I say, and that's what I do. I smile because there is nothing I can do. I
I
think
see.
Crying is necessary, but you have to show that you're happy all the time, because if you study about it, our brain is kind of dumb. It doesn't understand, like, oh, she is sad but she's smiling, oh, so everything is nice, and everything starts changing. So this is what I do, I smile because everything is going to change.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Great to hear that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Michelle, for sharing it here. Okay, so Michelle, teachers uh, talk to each other every time at school or outside school, and you have a lot of colleagues, and you see them around your school, and they say a lot of things to each other. But when you think about your colleagues, what questions do you wish them to ask each other more often?
About the students, about the system, this is a very, very like
Like, I mean, what
big
you wish
question.
teachers ask each other more often. Like, you think about, not about, I'm not talking about the students part. For example, your colleagues, they need to ask the questions to each other. What do you wish them to ask each other more often? For example, how are you? Like this.
Okay. Yeah, I think they, and sometimes I do. We make some comments about specific groups, specific difficult groups, and then we ask each other, what can we do? What can we do to help them and to help us too? Because, like, sometimes it's very difficult, but yeah, kind of things like that. Or, oh, there is a holiday coming, so we don't have class. What about the salary? And, oh, they paid today. Oh, I'm going to check my bank app. So those kinds of questions. Actually, we are not close friends. We are like colleagues, and but close, no, I think just those simple questions, like, and random questions, not a specific one.
I
And I
see.
think it's kind of like that, because if you are a very close friend to someone you work with, I think you can, like, confuse some things in some moments. So I
I
better,
got it.
like, I'm a
see.
friend
I
of
got it.
them, but I have my real close friends.
I got it. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so Michelle, a lot of things are happening, okay, in technology, and so we see that lots of improvements in technology, and especially in education world, there are also lots of things happening, especially technological part for education. And sometimes it's not easy to follow all these technological improvements in education world. And my question is about you. How do you follow these technological improvements in education worlds? And what do you do? What can you suggest to others to do?
Yeah, I think the question would be, what do you do to keep up with, or if you do? Because I would love to have more time to look into those functionalities a bit more. But I confess that I don't have all this time, so I use AI,
Uh huh.
ChatGPT, what I
Uh huh.
use the most, and some games, like online games, Kahoot, for
Yeah.
example. And seriously, I would like to be more in touch with those new technologies, and I'm not going to tell anybody, oh, please do that, because I'm not doing so. I'm old school, a bit, kind of old school. I try to get more interest in finding something new on the internet, but
I see. I got it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much, Michelle. All right. Time flies and we don't
Yeah.
know what's gonna happen in the future. We just guess or we just have some ideas about it. How do you see yourself after 15 or maybe 20 years? Will you still be a teacher or will you try another job or jobs?
Yeah, actually, I think I'm going to be a retired because I'm 43 already. But I think no, I'm not going to stop being a teacher because that's what I love doing. So if the school says, "Oh, Michelle, you are retired now," okay, I'm going to keep on teaching online with my private students, and that's what I like doing. And I would like to have something else, but I would never stop being a teacher. And once I had three businesses. I'm trying to get into at another one now, but I will always be a teacher because I understand that it is a calling.
I see. Thank
We
you.
can, as you said, time flies. I don't know, because do we have just 1 hour chat?
No, don't worry.
Because
Uh-huh.
yeah, we can arrange some time just for us to go deeper in this part, but I'm sure that my job is a calling from God. So I can't stop.
I see. Great, great, Michelle. Thank you. Thank you very much. We still a little bit more time. Okay, so you know that in sometimes we face some situations that situations is like a challenging one. So we try to deal with it. We try to to solve that problem, but we can't. And we do everything after that we can't solve it. And at that moment we say on our own, oh, I wish I could have kind of a superpower to solve the problem or to fix the problem. But when you think about these kind of problems into the classroom, all right, think about it, especially the superpower part. And if you could have one superpower to use it in the classroom, what would it be and how would it help you?
I think I would love to hear what they are thinking,
Uh-huh.
because many times we look at the students and into the eyes we see that the person didn't understand anything. But sometimes they're like this, oh, okay, very good. But they are thinking, oh my God, I didn't understand. So if I could hear what they're thinking, I could help, like, in, uh, I think, in a fast way. Because sometimes it takes time. As you said, sometimes we repeat many uh, sentences, like the same sentences all the time, or reading their minds, mine too. And we repeat many things, and we have to do that with the content, because many of them just understand when you are explaining for the second time. But if we could read their minds, that would never happen.
It's a great superpower to to hear what they think, what they want to do, what's their aim
Yeah,
or what's their purpose, or at that moment what they're dreaming, for example, except the lessons.
Exactly.
I see. Got it.
Not only about the content, but sometimes they bring from home many things that we
Exactly.
can see. And sometimes, as I told you that the calling is from God, not from me. Sometimes I go straight to the point, and then I go there silently and say, "Are you okay?" "Yeah, teacher, I'm okay." "Seriously, talk to me. If you want to talk to me, we can go outside of the classroom so we can talk for a while." And many things they tell me, especially when the student has like is depressed. They talk to me about anxiety, about sexual life, that I don't talk about that, but I go, okay, you can talk to this person, because they have many things they are going through, hormone changes, and sometimes they are not heard at home, and they find on the
See.
teacher someone they can rely on.
hmm I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing it with us here. And about your superpower, of course. Thank you very much. Okay. So, Michelle, think that we finished our interview, okay? And you go out and find a lottery tickets that ends up winning $100 million. What would you do? Be honest.
Yeah, I'm going to. uh, Um, of course, I love being a teacher, but I would change my family's life reality, of course. And of course, I would do like something about the educational system, maybe a volunteer center, for example, to have free English to the community. This is a project I've been dreaming on, and I think that is possible. I think this is possible. With God, everything is possible. If I get this lottery ticket, good. But God is giving me some strategies so I can go through it. And I think I would get it. I would
I
love
see.
to have like something to help the community. The community, I mean, the poor specific neighborhoods in my city. I'm from Rio de Janeiro, and
Oh,
there are many, many slums and poor communities. Not only slums, but poor communities, and they don't have access to English at all. The English they are taught at school, unfortunately, is kind of nothing. So I
I
would
see.
love to have them.
I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing your ideas about the salary that you have, the lottery ticket and the money that you will. I wish you will have that money as soon as possible. Great.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, now I'm going to ask you the last question. All right. Before moving to our second part. We have a surprise second part of our session. It's different, but before that, I need to ask you the last question. Here is the question, and which is a difficult one. What is your motto?
Okay. Um, the Bible says, I don't know if you believe that, but the Bible says that everything you do, it has to be excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Every single thing you do. So to me, excellence is not an option. You have
I
to
see.
you have to be excellent in every single thing you do.
I see. You have to be excellent in everything you do. I see. I got it. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. And now we complete the first part of our session. And now we're gonna move to our second part, which is quick fire questions. Okay. And what are these quick fire part? I'm gonna give you two options and you choose one of it without thinking. All right?
Okay,
you give the
let's
answers
go for
quickly. All
it.
right. Let's go start our quick fire
This is
question.
challenging, but let's
Ready?
go. Yeah.
Okay. Online teaching or face to face?
Oh my God. Oh my God, face to face.
Okay, great. And pair work or group work?
Here,
Morning classes or afternoon classes?
morning.
Okay. Textbook or teacher created materials?
I think the materials.
Okay. And homework or no homework?
Oh my God. I prefer homework. They don't.
I see. Great. And teacher talk or student talk?
Student talk.
Routine or variety?
Routine.
Okay. Motivation or discipline?
Motivation.
Okay. Control or trust?
Oh my God. Okay, trust.
Trust. Great. And red pen or green pen?
Red.
All right. Staff room or classroom?
Classroom.
Okay. And the last one. One more minute or time is up?
Oh, time's up.
Okay, great. Okay, now I ask all my questions. So thank you very much. So that was the last part. The last session. That's the second. Actually, this is the new version of. We have the quick fire questions in the second part. It's kind of a surprise part, but we have it, and the answers are really
Another
nice.
surprise part.
Yeah, exactly. For you,
Lots
it's,
of surprise today.
great. Thank you. I asked all my questions to you, Michelle. And before ending our live stations, would you like to add anything else? Do you have any suggestion or advice to our audience?
Yeah, if you're a teacher, always believe in your students because they can go higher than you think. Because sometimes we try to put a student in a box, but if he doesn't fit, you have to think, I think he's big. So try to open your mind because sometimes the little boxes are ours,
I see.
not
Okay, I
theirs.
got it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Michelle. And I would like to say one more time, thank you very much for being with us here, especially your suggestions, your advice, and which is the most important thing is your time. You spend your time here with us. That was really precious. Thank you. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank
And
you.
uh, Michele Brasil was with us here tonight with Teacher Talks 237th session, and we had a fruitful session with her. As you know that we are going to be here next week at the same time on the same day, every Monday at 9 p.m. at Turkey's time. And until the next time, wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. And please take care of yourselves and take care of yourself, Michelle. And bye bye,
Thank
everybody.
you.
And peace.
Peace and love and smile.